Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is Terry with Holding Your Space, and Reverend George Saul is on with us today. Hi, George. How you doing?
Good, yourself, everybody. How y'all doing out there?
Good. I think they're all good. I hope they're coming back. So we had a time of it here getting on today.
Yes.
Yeah, there's lots of time differences, and I had some stuff going on here at the house, and needed to take some time for it. So sometimes those glitches are just good things, aren't they?
I'm beginning to wonder. We've been getting some messages from higher ups that there's some stuff going on above us that we're wondering about, but it's coming. Has to do with time slips.
Well, I think everybody here, we've been talking about that, the time
Hmm.
slips. So we've been noticing it. Hi, Cosmic Blue Avian. Good to see you. Yeah, we've been noticing a lot of time slips, a lot more deja vus. And the deja vus have to do with intuitive things. So it's not just a regular deja vu like you're at the same stoplight or something. It's a deja vu that you're intuiting something that you've already, oh yeah, I'm doing this all over again,
Yeah,
getting this message or something.
been there before, been there, done that, and here we are again.
Hello,
Yeah, yeah.
we're back. Yeah, yeah. So George is getting for a big ready for a big move.
Yay.
Yeah, how exciting! He's going to be in Arkansas. And you wanna talk about what you're gonna be doing down there?
Teaching shaman and Vedic studies, and also taking uh, interested individuals who are interested in shaman crystal medicine, holistic healing with using shaman crystals. I'll be doing tours to the mound, to the mines, and class studies with the white crystal medicine, clear crystal medicine, which I
Wow.
have some examples with me today.
Oh, good, I can't wait. Hey, Richie, how you doing? Um, right, Cosmic Blue Avian, he says older beliefs, or they say older beliefs and what systems are coming up that just don't work anymore. That is so true. Um, that's why, I've always thought about the glitches in the veil. Like, sometimes you'll look and you'll see a blank space. That's a glitch, right? That you're not seeing you're seeing beyond the energy. And now it's like this, like a diamond light there, like a crystalline energy.
Yes. Speculation. I think it has a lot to do with the amount of wormholes that we have in our around our space, around and inner Mother Earth. I think we're full of. It looks like Swiss cheese holes.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's so much going on. We don't. It's happening in the infrared frequency, and that's why I advise everybody to go to STS 75 on YouTube, the 18-minute version, and watch how many uh, space planes they call come into existence on that plane versus well, you see them coming in and out of the wormholes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're definitely using the wormholes to
Yes.
travel. Um, we've also been getting that, or I've been getting that the speed of light is no longer like it's the speed of love. Like everything has just gone up.
Yes. We're approaching Satya Yuga, which is of course the age of enlightenment, even in the midst of the chaos that we're experiencing. But the dark forces are making their last stand. You can't deny the spiritual energy that's coming in the future. It'll be a wave. And many of the forces that are causing havoc on the planet, they won't be here. Spirit's taking them off the planet.
Yeah. Um, I love this cosmic blue avian. It's coming with assistance from the many collectives and star family that are helping now. I
Mm-hmm.
agree the wormholes are truly increasing. I just painted one that would bring an empath to tears. Oh, cosmic blue avian. Email it to me and I'll put it in community if you want. I would love that. I've been working on going inside wormholes too during meditations, and it is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an amazing energy. Um, so do you feel like, I mean, I feel like this new golden age after we get out of Kali Yuga, is just so amazing. How long do you think that we see it if we're in that path of witnessing awareness, and if we get involved in, well, I hate to ask that kind of question, but how long do you think before we see it? Or do we see it now because we are creating it?
Both
Yeah.
and more. Um, 1,000 years is equivalent to 1 second in Christ time. So, in order to equate it, it becomes a difficult situation unless you're planning on being here reincarnating during that period of time
Yeah.
to experience the Sattva Yuga. Uh, oh my, what a time that's going to be.
I kind of, for a while there, I felt like, what was I thinking when I made my soul contract this lifetime? What were you thinking? But now with this energy that's coming in, I feel so lucky to be here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's we we are in the incarnates. We're the teachers, preparing these new ones for what will be their future. Even if they are not in the physical body at the time, but they will if they reincarnate. Which I think everybody that's dealing with Kali Yuga now or coming in will reincarnate just for the experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Lori says she's so relieved to hear about the dark forces being removed from our planet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it's not a new occurrence. Every time the supreme being appears, it's primarily because it's coming here to remove these dark entities, and they too have the ability to reincarnate. So you see the reoccurrence through reincarnation and also through genetics, bad seeds.
Yeah. Um, with this light coming in, and coming into this new golden age, um, okay, you talk about, the violet flame and Lady Nada and going into that space of serenity or ananda, or where there is neutrality
Yeah.
between positive and negative, and yin and yang and whatnot. Um, and whatnot. But but um, when we go into that, um, do we just walk in to that golden age?
Um, we'll incarnate in it. Okay, so when we embody, we'll be in it. Whereas now we have embodied, but we're not in that particular Sattva Yuga energy field.
Yeah.
We're moving out of Kali and into Satya Yuga.
Right.
Even though you notice there's the different factions that's going on now between the dark forces those that have to fight the dark forces directly, and we, the watchers, going and experiencing all this chaos through emotion, our emotional senses, or our psychic senses. But Satya Yuga is here because of our mindset and where we are physically within this particular solar system. It seems, just my theory, the closer we get to the black hole, and then come out of that cycle of going around it and back out to the outer edges of the universe, or outer edges of this the star system, the farther away we are away from it, the greater the experience of Satya Yuga, because we don't have that negative energy around us within close proximity. And it takes I think it's 226,000 years for us to go around and go around on this four-stop cycle. The key for all the teachers is that we get to a level of intelligence where we are not affected by Kali Yuga in the event that the star system has to go through that again. And we have built up that spiritual muscle to not be affected by any other Kali Yugas that we may experience in other lifetimes, to come or not to come. It is to bring the divine into this dimensional world of Maya, pain, suffering, life, death, yin and yang mode.
Do you feel like there are those that will choose to stay in that space of Maya to experience it?
That's a tough question because it's a personal. Every individual soul in the universe has choices.
Yeah.
And some choose to be heinous and psychos, and some choose to be saintly.
Yeah.
I think the whole process comes through evolution. That eventually we'll all evolve our physical aspects into becoming divine energies and aspects, as was before we left the heavenly realms.
I can see that. Yeah. Hi, Val. Hi, Viviani. LaDonna. Hello, beautiful. Davana. I miss. Okay, so I'm sorry, you guys. My mind is just kind of. I think this energy is really getting to me today. It's the space has been not here. The Maya's gone.
There was a shot on one of the major news channels, and we have seen it before, where there's action going on, yet there's a segment of the action that's not going on. It's just still framed, like they keep saying, a glitch in the matrix. I've always wondered about that, whether it was a hoax, but I saw a newscast where with one of the major news networks, where they had literally filmed three ducks in suspended animation, and the world was going on around them. So I said, well, there's one example where this is really happening.
Wow.
Usually the major networks don't show stuff like that.
Yeah. There, Val says she can barely speak a full sentence right now. Oh, that's a good question, Hypnicity, about family members from this life come with her.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's been the daughter, she's been the mommy, she's been the dad, she's been the grandpa. She's done it all, as we all have gone through that cycle. And then for there's this, okay, let's scrub the script. Let's get all this off this page, start a whole new script over again. And you won't be able to remember except for bits and pieces of the last movie you were in. That's where the deja vu comes in. and that's primarily family members that we know currently in this lifetime, or friends that we have had in this lifetime. We'll come back in again with them again.
Yeah. It's been interesting. I think a lot of us here have lost loved ones. Um, or loved ones that have we have friends that dear friends that have lost loved ones too in the last couple of months. So big changes, transitions. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. It's a double-edged sword because I didn't realize I had always wondered about death prior to my parents leaving, and if there was life thereafter. And my belief system, I always believed that there was. I probably told you guys a story before, but when I heard my mother calling for my dad in the middle of the night after she had been gone for 6 months, there's no doubt in my mind that there's life after death.
Yeah.
Particularly with my mom's voice, you can't deny it.
Well, they like to watch golf still in the back room, don't they?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're still here because they chose to be. That was their mindset, to be here, to make it their forever home, and that's why there are a lot of hauntings, you know, because the individuals are locked into this dimension just through the power of thought. And we don't, our consciousnesses don't die. You
Yeah.
can't kill consciousness, it's spirit. You can't kill spirit.
Sure. Yeah. Um so speaking of which, that energy and crystalline energy
Mm-hmm.
and vortices. Um, it seems like everywhere you step is a new vortex now of
Yes.
crystalline energy.
Well, consider that the planet is over 60% crystals in one form or another. And now that they've discovered that there is crystal at the center of the planet, solidified crystal, other than silicon dioxide, their calcite is also piezoelectrical. And we have massive amounts on the surface and within the planet. We're an electrochemical uh, dynamo of living beings and innate, not inert beings, because there are life forms within the crystal we can't see, particularly when you get a crystal with a bubble in it of water.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely water. Water definitely has consciousness and intelligence, doesn't
Mm-hmm.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What's amazing to me are the worms that grow in the ice, or the species of beings that are now the ones that are traversing space that we see them now, like the animals that are traversing our oceans. There's that space is an ocean.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Craig. Good to see you. Blue Avian is asking a great question. I wonder how much of the crystalline grid has been reactivated and recharged.
Not enough. It's always reactivating and recharging, like every 8 minutes. But there's an interaction of charging and discharging between the sun and planet Earth. So we are constantly under a charge, and it's positive, negative as we breathe. We are piezoelectrical.
Um, so, do you feel like between the crust of the planet, the Maya of the crust, that to the grid, that is that fifth dimension, the next space that we move to, that's the energy there of the Sattva Yuga.
The they're doing something to me where I'm getting my hair standing on end on my head.
Yeah, me too.
And if there's anyone else out there that's feeling that, share it with us. I think it's a group energy, and that is coming to the truth that we are all on the same frequency, and that frequency in the ancient language is known as the Brahma Jyoti, and that which simply means that the supreme being and life force energy is in everything. And there may be a section of its matrix that turns on and turns off. And we're able to experience it because we're part of that supernatural factor and we're evolving to that state. Uh, all those that are tuned into your program are on that evolutionary factor.
Wow, you just got a major light wave going through your room. Couple of them.
Yeah, yeah,
As usual, there's lots of action there.
yes,
Yeah, Hypnicity says there's tons of Earth movement happening right now.
yeah. Galactic movement
Yeah.
across the galaxy, um, galaxies. It's it's beyond comprehension in some instances, uh, but that comes with realizing who we are as divine sentient beings.
Yeah.
Keeping that in mind, and right now, I think the key is to keep love forefront in our consciousness and join into a group projection of love within the planet. The planet is an absorbent, so if we focus on the heart of the planet and the mother and the father of the planet, we'll connect with that divine force, which will aid in us quickening sattva. Everybody's in fear right now, so the primary thought is in fear, and it's centered in the center of this magnetic electromagnetic planet. As we think of fear, we can also think of love and focus that force in the center of the planet versus fear on a group basis. It doesn't have to be, we don't have to be together in sync. We just have to think, and we're already in sync. We're in sync with everybody on this planet, including all the animals as we speak. That's why our ears are itching or we're hearing the ringing.
Yeah, lots of ringing going on.
Yeah.
Craig says we always interact with the crystals on the Navajo reservation. We use them in ceremonies.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And my teacher, my Harley Swift dear, he always said that we are the controllers of the crystalline energy and not the other way around.
I love that. I hadn't heard that before. I love that.
Yes.
Um, Blue Avian says, I'm doing it here in Australia, but Asia and Europe, they feel they need more work on the grid.
Preem, 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 preem. That's the work we do. That preem is on the grid as we think of it. Preem is on the grid as we speak it out loud. The greater force is Om Tijati Preem, which we consciously activate the preem across the universes, through the word Om Tijati, the universal code for activating any force, whether it be love or whether it be the opposite thereof. Right now, we're in the fear mode.
Yeah. Well, there's outside forces kind of have that algorithm, don't they?
Yeah, it's a mischief mode. It's mischief mongers. It's those getting a kick out of the chaos, the adrenaline a adrenaline rush out of, being the big bad boy or girl on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
yeah. And the thing about it, eventually the supreme being takes them off the planet until they're ready to come back, evolved beings to help stop this chaos that's going on. It's not just happening here in our planetary system, it's happening across the entire universe.
Yeah. And the universe needs us to evolve so that it
Exactly.
evolves. Yeah.
Exactly.
We're all a piece of it.
That's a giant goosebump. Yes.
Yeah. Ditto. Man. Um,
And go ahead.
oh no. I was just gonna say what people were saying. Go ahead.
Well, one of the ways to amplify what we need to do in regards to sattva is with the crystals and recognizing what the crystals can do, and what they can do under your control, because whatever you are thinking, the crystal is amplifying.
It really is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you want to show us some of your crystals while
Sure.
we're here? And
Basics. You can't judge a book by looking at the cover. Okay. And this is heavy, but I'll try to hold it up for you to give you an example.
oh my God, that's so stunning.
These are all considered by one shaman or another to be channeling. Whoa!
You okay?
Yep, I almost dropped them. To be channeling crystals, channelers, and they look different, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're not. They come from one particular family called, numerically, the 45-degree heartstone. The only way you can identify a crystal, hopefully I can show you this, it's kind of difficult on video. Okay, I'm pointing the tip of the crystal. Here's the tip.
Yeah.
This angle is 45 degrees. This angle is 45 degrees. This angle is 45 degrees. There are 3 lines that create those 3 angles. That's how you tell that this is a family of heartstones. Geometrically, our heart is located at a 45-degree angle from the base of the spine to the heart. Each one of our chakras are aligned to a specific angle of energy. And the heartstone, which is known as the channeler, always has 3 lines. If you point the tip of the crystal at your face, count the lines that create the point. So the heartstone will always have 3 lines that create the point. Now let me show you something different here. Here is a center point. It has 6 sides, and they're all triangles. And when you look at the tip, it takes 6 lines to create the tip. That's how you tell you have a center point. Are you with me? Can you see this in here?
Yes.
Now, let me show you the third family. It takes 1 line to make the tip. This is the takeout stone. In Cherokee, it's known as a takeout. It takes out negative energies. It attracts electrons, removes them from the body. This one is a proton projector. It puts in protons. With this, you can collect protons from the South Pole and blow them into a patient to the soreness or the sore spot in the body. The only reason they have pain is the excess of electrons. You take out electrons with the takeout, you put in protons with the put in. the Indians, the Native American shamans made it quite simple, and it's all based upon magnetics and our breathing, where we're breathing and what hands we have these in. If we're using these as healing stones, only the right hand holds the proton projector or the put-in stone. Only the left hand holds the takeout stone, regardless of whether you're male or female. It has to do with projection.
So
Breathing. Go
you're
ahead.
you're giving with your right and you're receiving with your left.
Exactly. And they
Yeah.
use that in the terminology. This is a giver. This is a receiver. Now, the only difference between these and the psychic stones is not the tip, but the clarity. This is known as almost clear crystal. It's clear white crystal medicine. You can see through part of it, and
Wow.
you can see through part of it too. I use the ones that are almost clear white because you're right in the center of energy moving at light speed or energy moving at slower than light speed. When you're using these as healers, you want the energy to move through them slowly and out slowly. If you're using these for psychic connection, this becomes a transmitter, this becomes a receiver. The blade receives, the tip transmits. Set up a situation where you can identify your crystals with a partner. Choose a word that you would say 3 times as a code for them to hear you psychically and practice using these psychic connectors, these psychic crystals. And it
Wow.
works. It's the art of telepathy. And
Yeah.
these simply become the amplifiers. Now, the key, how do you clean them? Get
Um,
you,
water on Wednesday?
my suggestion would be to get magnets.
Oh.
Magnets will degauss the crystal of any electrons or protons that are not conducive to oneself.
Oh, wow.
So instead of smoking them, instead of putting them out in the sun and the full moon cycle for so long, or having them sitting in crystals for 3 or 4, sit in salt for 3 or 4 days, uh, degauss them basically. It's what we used to call in the broadcast industry. They have degaussing machines, which you can do the same thing. Strip the crystal of all electrons and protons before you handle it. Now, if you're buying crystals for yourself or someone else, go with gloves on. Get you some rubber gloves, put them on, because you don't know who's handled those crystals. Whoever's handled those crystals, their energy is in it.
Yeah.
Now, the same my shaman told me, he says, if you were to die that day, would you wear the dye in your karma or the karma of another? That's what happens if you pick up a crystal that you don't know who's held it and what they were thinking about, and knowing if they have held it, all their thought forms are still in that crystal, because that's what crystals do. They hold energy thought forms.
Yeah. I use my car as a as a place to absorb.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, anything that I buy, because I love a garage sale or a thrift store, and vintage, any whatever jewelry, crystal. I always leave everything in the car for 48 hours and have a little mantra for them.
Yeah, they become insulated from the outside energy.
Yeah, and they have that rubber tires, so it's psh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But I like that magnet. I'm gonna get. Do you have a big magnet?
The bigger the better. You can get them at all different prices. I would imagine even a kitchen magnet that goes in an ice box would work if you rubbed it enough. If you rub the crystal enough with a magnet. But I would definitely say the larger the magnetic ability, the better if you're using it to clean your crystals.
Yeah. Blue Avian says, makes sense why 6 is my main number to be a recipient of energy and ground it to the intensity I feel it. Love the magnetic concept. I get a message years ago as a purifier of water too. Ooh,
Yes.
nice. Yeah. Then there's
Well,
lots of healers here. Craig, Blue Avian, Hypnicity. There's
mhm.
a lot of beautiful healing. Um, Craig says, in healing ceremonies, I see the element in my guide, Clara.
Mm, yeah. She gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
She's glad that you mentioned her during her recognition. Well, I will be inviting everybody down to Arkansas for classes and for shaman crystal digs to get your shaman crystals.
Yeah.
You need to know how to find them, you know how to dig them. I know where to get them, and we can teach you all that.
Yeah. Hypnicity, thank you for that sticker. I just saw it. Thanks so much. Um, uh, Jeff, hi, Jeff. Is there any way to get Reverend Saul email for his book again? Yes. I have it right here, as a matter of fact. Let me put that up there. Um, let's see.
And there is. I've been working on this thing for like years. There is a book that deals with the crystals that'll be forthcoming. Now that we figured it out,
And they can order the book at mantrasforbalancedliving.com,
right?
right? And
Yes.
will they be able to get information regarding your digs and your classes?
Yeah. What I'll do is keep you posted as we get closer to doing that. We got a little time because based upon how the weather's going to be, if I do a crystal dig, shaman crystal dig, and classes, it'll probably be April or May.
Well, I definitely want to come down and do one with you for sure, and I'm sure a lot of us would.
Oh, you love it.
Yeah, I just can't wait. Since I met BC and in you, it's just like crystals everywhere in Arkansas. Everything Arkansas keeps coming up, of course. So, um,
They're going to be very vital in terms of amplifying the light worker's ability to project preen love.
yeah, I,
Uh, Go
yeah.
ahead.
Oh, I was just going to tell Jeff. I'm pretty sure it's Jeff the banner. I'll put the banner back up though, but I'm pretty sure that the mantrasforbalancedliving.com is in the description. It might not be. I might not have gotten it. Uh, oh, Lori says, I'm so excited that you will be close to where I now live. I'm so excited about digging our own crystals.
Oh, you'll love it.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
I've
I,
I've been
there's
seeing some.
there's a lot of mines, but the only one that I shouldn't say the only one I'll take you to, but the one that has the largest crystals for the money and has a tremendous amount of heart stones and also white crystal medicine stones. So they're not pretty rocks. The healing crystals are not pretty rocks. They're tools. The clear crystals are your pretty rocks. They'll work for telepathy, but they're just pretty rocks. But the workers are your clouded crystals, the ones that are absolutely white, and the white within a crystal is simply water. Or if you're into telepathy and working with a partner on your telepathic abilities or your abilities to read minds, then that's your clear crystal. And here, another little tool I'll tell you in the book. You hold the facets and work with the facets upside down.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
There is a sweet spot in every triangle, and it looks like the vortex that you see in a cyclone. The crystal is as divine as man is in terms of shape. It mirrors the golden section in nature, which is that harmonic curve. That curve is in the base of every triangular facet on the crystal. So when you put that thumb on it, you're making an electrical connection with the essence and then the amplifying part, projecting part of any crystal, including your receiver. Is a 2-pinch connection or a 4-pinch connection? It's an electric connection.
That'll make your hair stand on end. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally. This is the, you guys have all seen this. This is one of my favorite crystals. I got this from George when we did a class together. After I'd first met you, I came out to a class. But I use it as a pendulum all the time when I'm doing readings. And it's just so accurate. And, it's amazing.
It's one of the crystals in the Native American medicine, white crystal medicine books, teachings. It's known as a grandparent. Grandparent will be, it'll have a put in on one end and a take out on another, or it'll have a penetration twin coming out of it. Anytime you have more than one crystal clustered together, they're known as grandparents, and they're multi-use.
Yeah. I love it. It's beautiful. Oh, interesting. Hi, Handsome. Mr. Handsome. That's Mr. Handsome, everybody. He likes to make an appearance.
Yes, he does. Why do you call me
so good?
You're showing everybody your butt.
Oh, I love it. Blue Haven says Arkansas has Arcturian crystals from Atlantis time.
Oh, yeah.
Palladian monatomic crystals from MU, which is it Mesopotamian?
And also, originally, South American crystals. If you understand that the South American crystal veins and the North American crystal veins were of one continent at one time.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
The continent split. So sometimes they'll say, well, South American crystals are better than North American crystals. Same crystals. It's weird how we separate things, but hey, I like South America too.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, they have some we don't see, like the Veracruz amethyst. They make wonderful little jewelry points. If you get crystals from South America, always get yourself the Veracruz amethyst. They're great pocket stones. They can make great earrings and necklaces too.
I've got some Guatemalan blue. It's not turquoise, but it's like a turquoise color, but it shines like glass. I think it's Guatemalan blue jade. It's what they called it when I bought it. But Lemuria's MU. Thank you. Hi, Kay. Kay knew too. I didn't. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So many good comments today. Hypnicity said people need to go within now more than ever. I think there's reasons for everything. Yeah, just so many great messages here today. Blue Avian asks, was it the crater that made the separation in the Gulf between the North and South America?
No, it was these plate slippage.
Yeah.
It wasn't that collision. That plates started slipping before that. Well, I mean, that's still slipping as we speak. I have a past life, and I'll tell you straight up, I have a past life where I lived in the Arctic region when it was a jungle. And I wondered about that. And now they know that there are maps that show the Arctic region, its mountain ranges. If they could dig deep enough, I'm sure that they would find a lot of wildlife between that underneath that ice.
Yeah, I know. One of our friends, Jason Topensky, he's going to be on later on this week. He works a lot with the Akashic records and hypnosis. Actually, Dolores Cannon, he went to her school, and she's from Arkansas. Anyway, but he says that what he's been hearing from his going back is that the Arctic is going to become tropical again.
Yeah.
Back to the tropics.
Back to the tropics.
Good time to buy land in the Arctic.
Oh boy, I remember what was it called? The I Am map.
Is that Edgar Casey's map?
No, this one was followed Edgar Casey. Originally, I think it was created by the Army Corps of Engineers, their prediction office, which seems to be coming true as to the flooding areas, what will be oceanfront property and what will not be oceanfront property.
It's the I Am map. There's a really good one on ProPublica that I really like that I look at every once in a while. But I had to cure myself of that because it just created fear. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Julie says we live on granite and old gold mines in California. Lots of crystals.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So in California, you can find gold in your backyard in California.
We used to go up to Colorado, and we always take gold pans, and the kids would just play for hours. We'd all play in the streams because there's so much gold up there.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, oceanfront property in Arizona. Hypnicity says, Blue Avian. I saw that map, and all of Florida is underwater. You know, you don't see a lot about Australia. Cosmic Blue Avian is in Australia, I think, and I don't think we see a lot of that. Yeah, don't. Oh, sorry, guys. That's my sister calling. Sorry, Connie. We'll call you later. She always calls me on Facebook. I usually have it off because of that. Yeah, don't fear, prepare. That's right, Hypnicity. It's you think about climate change, but we're always in the right place where we're supposed to be, aren't we? George, don't you feel that?
Yes, unless I'm trying to think of the word.
Inertia.
Precog. Always be precognitive. You would hope that many of your precognitive occurrences would be for the positive, and they should be, and you would want them to be because your precogs can save your life, particularly on this planet because of the level of happenstance of good things and bad things happening. So
there's been a lot of that lately in the group recognition, a whole lot of it.
Well, that was the destroyer, the portion of the Trinity. Its purpose for being here was to give us the mantras for victory over death because the planet is so dead-blame dangerous.
Yeah. Live in the present. That is the gift, right?
Live in the presence and avoid the catastrophes. And that means that we have the ability for precognitive protection by asking for it because of the levels of danger and happenstance on this planet. And right now, as we go through these changes of consciousness between chaos, psychoness, and sanity, we have to be very conscious that walking around blind and not cognizant of the fact that things are dangerous on this planet can get us in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Blue Haven says, not much underwater here because most of our beaches in south part of Australia are already quite narrow and have high sea levels to walk down the sand. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we only have 10 minutes of George left. What would you like to tell us, George? Because I don't want to tax you.
Oh no, I'm fine. My focus in the midst of my change, because it's like it's a brand new beginning for me. Uh, and I ask Great Spirit, okay, it's a new beginning. What are we supposed to be doing? And the messages are slowly filtering through. And what I'm getting is to promote love. I mean, the power of love in terms of sacred languages, universal languages, is Shakti Prem, love power. If that, and knowing the power of the mind and the power of our ability to project our thoughts into anything, I think it would be to our advantage and to the planet's advantage and to the universe's advantage as we spend some time not in ourselves thinking of love, but spend some psychic time and ethereal time in the center of the planet, infusing it and its magnetic field with love. Because as we do that as a group, one turns into a million turns into 5 million. That vibe is being projected around the planet constantly by the magnetic field. Let's use it for the benefit of all mankind and the species, and eliminate all this war and chaos. It's only a thought, and thinking is the easiest way to travel.
I love that. I'm going to remember that. Thinking is the easiest way to travel.
Next time we come on, we ought to take a trip to what we call the lemon yellow spaceship.
Yeah, I would love that. We've got a picture of that.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up that you sent me. Here it is. And I will, well, I'll tell you what, we can, I'll pull myself out. Sorry, guys. I forgot that it would mute me.
That's your lemon yellow spaceship. It's a for real deal.
Yeah. It's the same as I'm wearing it today, as a matter of fact. I've got my yellow and white. Oh, you can't really see it from here, but it's it's the flower of life, but it's shaped just like the spaceship.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like that's definitely where I'm from. Yeah, did you see that, Lori? I did too. There was a spark flying while Reverend Saul mentioned spreading the message of love. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's so happy to see you feeling better.
Yeah, I feel great.
Jesus. Yeah.
Thanks, Spirit. Thanks, Spirit. All of them out there. We all have friends in higher places right now. For sure.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Lori saw the color of golden diamonds in her dream this week. Yeah. Yeah, that's This has little diamonds in it, little sapphires, but it's I don't buy myself jewelry. I mean, I'll buy it at a thrift store or estate sale or something, but when I saw that, I was like, done. That's mine.
As you speak on that, I'm thinking that that would be a wonderful pyramid meditation to have instead of the color, use the energies of the diamond.
Diamond Sutra.
Diamond Sutra, yes.
Yeah.
Visualize a diamond-shaped pyramid rotating for the guys counterclockwise above your head, clockwise below your feet for the girls, counterclockwise below the feet, clockwise at the head.
Wow.
And you're literally liquefying the diamond because there is liquid diamond in the atmosphere. Same with crystal, and same with color. It can be experienced because it is within the spectrum of water. So,
Yeah.
and we can take the essence of the color and, so to speak, collect it through what is called the Brahma Jyoti, and that's that matrix, that divine matrix that carries life, the life form energy throughout the universe. Spring Bean says, I am in everything, and it's in the Brahma Jyoti. Let me show you a picture of the Brahma Jyoti.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
And this was captured from the radiating field of a standard crystal. It's also an aspect of everyone's Kundalini chakras.
There's been a lot of Kundalini awakening lately.
Yes. Yeah, it's time. They're taking it. They're taking you out. Taking us all out of the concept of seven and saying, "Hey, that's just part of our Kundalini. What about the lower half of the body? You know, we have 24 chakras, and it's time that we use them all.
Yeah.
And it's simple to activate them. Tattva, Omti Jati Tattva, activates all 24 chakras. Just you don't even have to say it out loud. Just think on it. Omti Jati Tattva.
Wow. Lori says, I'm curious about the pyramids in Texas. I'm getting very happy about the diamond energy in the pyramid. Hope that we will be helping to activate them again. Wow.
This golden section number will activate your pyramid. 1.618. That golden section number, if you said Omti Jati 1.618, you've activated the pyramid matrix within you.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Or you can always become the pyramid. Try this one on for size. Notice this triangle here.
Yeah.
And the triangle that you're making here. That's the center point for crystal. That angle is 72 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Notice what you're feeling in the tips of your fingers.
It's definitely, yeah, tingling.
This is an easy way to charge yourself. You see this in yoga. You also see this in qigong.
Yeah.
Every time you look in the mirror and stretch your arms out, you see it within yourself.
Yeah. When you're doing um what do you call that? Oh golly.
Mudras.
Yes, the mudras. The
Mhm.
mudras. Thank you. Yeah. Blue Avian says, I'm not sure the name of the race of star family, but they are the ones that have the recharge stations for all beings to heal energetically. It's not Octurian, but a pure golden being. Lemurian? I know BC and I have talked about this before a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the mantra for golden. It's in the yellow spectrum. And it's a great golden, just the color is a great amplifier.
Yeah. It's in the sun salutation. Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. Cosmic Blue Avian. I think it starts with an S. We'll have to get back to that.
Yeah.
Lori says, this is so cute. I keep putting my arms up like this. I just say to my spirit family, please make whatever Reverend Saul says activate. That's perfect. That's all you need is the intention.
Yeah. The intention and that magic word. It's I call it the light workers abracadabra word. And it's Om Tijati.
Yeah. It's not Syrian, is it? Sirius?
It could be. It depends. It depends upon the school,
Oh.
And the fact that things change over millenniums in time. Our next little venture in terms of astral travel will be to Orion, Betelgeuse, just to see if it's still there. This would be the origin of the Egyptians. And I believe the reason that they came was because their star was dying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we are just over an hour, and that is Reverend Saul's website, mantrasforbalancedliving.com. Reverend Saul does do readings and whatnot. So if you want to make a donation, or if you want to get the book, or you want to get the a reading, great readings and healings. So,
yeah,
all right.
Particularly if you have someone that's in need of healing, we can put them on a prayer star list. A part of the prayer star list is that each one gets their own Brahma Jyoti cell, and they're written in this cell, and this adds to the power of long distance healing. So if you know of anyone, or if you need some long distance healing, you want to send, you can. The best way to get in contact with me is George Simslow on Facebook Messenger. I'm always on Messenger.
Yeah, that is the easiest way to reach them.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So, well, thank you so much, Reverend Saul.
It's been fun.
All right. And thank you, everybody here, for being here. It's so nice to see everybody. So,
and I have to close out. I have to say the testament of healing. Normally, I have to wear the oxygen thing, and because of the incident that I had with the smoke inhalation, and when I get with you guys, I don't need the oxygen.
I love that.
I guess it's the higher self is providing the life force, And don't forget to talk to your higher self now and again. It has all the answers.
I love that. That's amazing. All right, everybody. Well, have a great day.
We got to close with Tula